How long will you waver between two opinions? This question, asked thousands of years ago, is just as relevant today. We're diving into a powerful story from the Bible, found in 1 Kings chapter 18, and what it means for us in our modern world. Picture this: a nation in crisis, a severe drought, and a spiritual showdown on Mount Carmel. On one side, you have the prophet Elijah, a lone voice for God. On the other, 450 prophets of a false god named Baal, backed by the king and queen. It was a culture where compromising truth had become the norm. People were trying to have it both ways, worshipping God one day and Baal the next. Elijah steps onto this scene and confronts the people with a challenge. In verse 21, he says, "How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him." He's basically saying, pick a side. You can't live in this grey area forever. You can't serve two masters. Isn't that something we see all around us today? We live in a culture that often encourages compromise, telling us that all truths are relative and that holding firm to one belief is not. It's so easy to get caught up in trying to please everyone, to fit in, to avoid ruffling feathers. We might find ourselves watering down our convictions at work, among friends, or even in our own families, just to avoid conflict. We start wavering, just like the ancient Israelites. But Elijah's story shows us the power and importance of standing for truth, even when you're standing alone. He wasn't afraid to be unpopular. He wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo. His confidence wasn't in his own strength, but in the power of the one true God he served. The showdown continues. The prophets of Baal spend hours calling on their God, shouting, dancing, even harming themselves, but nothing happens. Silence. Then it's Elijah's turn. He does something very intentional. He rebuilds the Lord's altar that had been torn down. He prepares his sacrifice and then, get this, he has it drenched with water not once, not twice, but 3 times, until the trenches around the altar are filled. There was no room for doubt, no way anyone could claim it was a trick. Then Elijah prays. It's a simple, direct, and powerful prayer. He asks God to show the people that he is the one true God. And immediately fire falls from heaven and consumes everything the sacrifice. The wood, the stones, the soil, and even the water in the trench. It was an undeniable display of God's power. The people fell on their faces and declared, "The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God." This story is a dramatic reminder that our God is not silent. He is powerful and He answers. When we choose to stand for His truth, we are not standing alone. We are standing with the Creator of the universe. So, what does this mean for you and me? It means we need to examine our own hearts. Are there areas where we are wavering? Where are we compromising our faith to fit into the culture around us? It could be in small, seemingly insignificant ways. But those small compromises can slowly erode our foundation of faith. Standing for truth doesn't mean being loud, obnoxious, or judgmental. It means living a life of integrity where our actions align with our beliefs. It means speaking truth with love and conviction. It means choosing God's way, even when it's the harder path. Like Elijah, our confidence should be in God's power, not our own. The world needs people who are willing to stand firm, people who are not tossed back and forth by every new trend or opinion. People who, when faced with the question, "Who will you serve?" can confidently say, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." Let's decide today not to waver. Let's rebuild the altars in our lives, dedicate ourselves fully to God, and trust that when we stand for Him, He will show up in powerful ways. The call from Mount Carmel echoes through the centuries. Choose this day whom you will serve. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that helps us live out our faith boldly. See you in the next video.